Hi guys, my name is Terry Clark. I want to welcome you to faithandfit.org where we talk about everything from health, fitness, relationships, and happiness. This is my journey to 100. So this week I want to talk about of course, diet, activities, and happiness. But with the diet, I kind of want to talk about, how to get through a diet in a way where you're going to benefit from it as well as keep it up. Okay, so one of the things I kind of do when I get in the kitchen is a lot of people talk about being foodies. I'm not a foodie, I'm a nutritionist. And anybody can really be a nutritionist, not a certified one, but you can be a nutritionist. And the way you do that is by just focusing in on the nutrients that come with food. So one of the things I do is I've got three or four things I look at in food. One of the things I'm looking at is calories because I'm always going to be looking at weight management because there is a correlation between weight and life expectancy. And sometimes you can find that in the BMI. Sometimes you have to look at, extra information because we're all different. Okay, so I'm going to look at calories. I'm going to look at nutrients. And then I'm also going to look at taste too, because I know at the end of the day, I can't keep eating foods that I don't like to eat or don't want to eat. That is just a game that is not going to be winnable in the long term. Okay, so what I did today is I kind of got some stuff that I'm going to bring to the table and to kind of show you how I do things. So one of the things that I create is like a dessert, a more healthy dessert, and it's called like a peanut butter chocolate parfait type of dessert. So what I do is I kind of layer with a tablespoon. I'm always mindful of my serving sizes. So I'm going to scoop about a tablespoon of this, layered in like a little small cup, which is about 100 calories right here for 1 tablespoon of it. Okay, then I'm going to drop another tablespoon of this, and this is going to be 100 calories as well. This is my chocolate. It's not real chocolate, but it's chocolate peanut butter, and so it tastes the same. And my body doesn't know. It doesn't. Okay, and so I'm going to layer with this, and then on top of that, I'm going to put some Greek yogurt. So that's going to kind of serve like my ice cream. With this type of Greek yogurt, what I do is this Greek yogurt has 17 grams of protein in it and 100 calories. So that's 17% protein. And that's the focus for me. And it's 100 calories for 3/4 of a cup. I can put a full cup in and get maybe about 100 and 25% more would be about 125, 130 calories to say on top of the peanut butter, the chocolate, and then this goes next. And then finally, what I may do at the end is I may put strawberries on top, or I could put raspberries on top. Okay, now this is not for everybody, but the type of creativity that I'm talking about with your diet, any and everybody can do. Okay, another thing I may do is like I may do oatmeal for breakfast, and then in the oatmeal, I kind of use oatmeal like it's pie crust, and then I'll put bananas inside of the oatmeal, and maybe sprinkle some raspberries on top of it. Okay, or sprinkle some strawberries or blueberries on top of it. Okay, in addition to the bananas that's inside the oatmeal. And I experiment, try a lot of different things. Okay, the big takeaway is what I'm looking for is I'm looking to kind of combine taste with nutrients and with calories. So I'm wanting to pack a lot of nutrients into a small amount of calories. My body does about 1,700 calories a day, and it's important to know your numbers. Okay, I'm a big stickler on numbers because I'm a math professor. So, I'm just going to be a big stickler on numbers. Okay, but understanding those numbers, understanding the calories, the nutrients, and then also looking for that taste component is very important because that's what's going to allow you to continue your journey. And in addition to that, if you're really good at it, you try new things, it's going to make it more enjoyable, make it more of a journey, more of an exploration, which that will make things a lot more exciting for you. Now, I want to share one more thing with you. I don't have the food here for it, but like sometimes I'll make a pizza, and my crust when I make the pizza is going to be eggs. Okay, so I'm going to use the eggs, definitely green peppers, onions, that kind of stuff, tomatoes, definitely beef or sausage inside of the eggs as well, and then I'll slap some maybe a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of spaghetti sauce on top of it, a piece of sauce on top of it, and then cut up, some cheese on top of that. I try to get the more natural cheese and not the processed cheese. But the big takeaway from there is that eggs is one of the most nutrient dense foods in the world. In addition to that, the eggs are taking the place of something pizza crust, which is going to make it even better. So I've raised the level of nutritional fitness in terms of taste to a new or a different level. So that's the way I kind of handle my nutrition. I'm not a foodie, I'm a nutritionist. I encourage you guys to be nutritionists as well because you are what you eat. Okay, Hippocrates said, let food be your medicine and let medicine be your food. The food will heal you if you eat the right food and eat it the right way. Now, in addition to the food, one of the things I want to talk about is something that I do for skincare. Okay, I use, collagen peptide. Now, this right here is going to say Olay on it. And people look at it and they may say, hey, that's a woman's um, uh, product. Why are you with this? Well, I don't pay attention to the names of anything. What I look for are the ingredients. So I don't care where it's at in the store, what the name of it is, not concerned about that at all. So this right here, I don't know if you guys know it or not, but collagen is one of those proteins. This is the most found protein in the body. But collagen repairs the skin and it helps you keep a more robust skin. In fact, when wrinkles starts coming into the face and you start getting all those lines and stuff like that, it's because you're losing collagen. And collagen is what gives the skin its elasticity. So this is something that I use for my skin care. Okay, I don't promote this product, but it's personally what I'm using. I suggest you find a product that has collagen peptide in it and start applying it to your skin. I also exfoliate my skin. So, I get scrubbers and I clean my face and my skin and I take real important care of my skin. The skin is the biggest organ in the body. Okay, and so with that being said, you need to take care of it because it's your largest organ. Okay, and then also skin is associated with healthful, youthful looking vigor. Okay, so that's the takeaway there. All right, so moving past the diet stuff and the stuff that I'm putting on my skin and the intake stuff to the outtake or the output, which is going to be the exercise. So this week for exercise, I did a lot of functional stuff in addition to my workout. So I got on the treadmill, did more running, incorporated that movement in, did jump ropes, did boxing. Okay, those things are more about mobility and functionality. Okay, I'm gonna share some with you guys. When I was younger, okay, in my late 30s, early 40s, got into a terrible car accident. Not my fault. Okay, but it did damage my back and I did have to have back surgery. Okay. Anyone knows anything about having injuries like that on that level where you have to have surgery, create scar tissue, and that means you're in rehab for the rest of your life. So I'm always looking at doing functional things to help me stay mobile because my back has been surgically repaired and it has scar tissue. Scar tissue is rough. Okay, and so when we look at scar tissue, think about a road where there are cracks in the road, cracks in the asphalt. That's what scar tissue is. You can stretch scar tissue, but it is never going to stay pliable or stretchable. Okay, it's always like concrete, it's always going to snap back. And so rehabbing the back, and so I do a lot of exercises lean toward the back, like I'm going to do the Roman back extension, I'm going to do the deadlift, I'll do the good morning exercise. So those are going to be exercises that I'm going to incorporate into my workout. You guys see me do a lot of pull-ups and chin-ups and things like that because I already know that my back is damaged. And so because the back is damaged, I'm going to have some pain. I'm fine with the pain. I don't have like unmanageable pain. I have a little pain, not a lot, some discomfort, more like I would take my pain on the level of maybe 2 or 3. Okay, so it's not major. But the big takeaway is I want to be mobile. Okay, because as you get older, you have to be mobile. You have to be able to move around and stuff. Life is about, about moving around, spending energy, and taking in energy. Okay, so the last component of the diet is the happiness. This week I kind of focused in on, my own being, more resilient, uh, creating boundaries and standing up for my boundaries and pushing back when folks asked me to extend, when folks wanted me to extend beyond my boundaries or folks didn't respect my boundaries, then I push back. Okay, and so that's important on any journey is to make sure that you have healthy and good boundaries and to also make sure that you identify the things that you want to be doing with your life and that you're enjoying your life. Okay, because mind over matter is really important when you're trying to live to be 100 years of age, 100 quality years. So you want to make sure that you're not surrounding yourself with people that are going to kill you or make it difficult for you to stay healthy for a long period of time because stress will kill you. Okay, so a lot of people think that that's an over exaggerated thing. Stress will kill you. Being anxious, worried, going from one trauma intense situation to the next situation will kill you. And some people, they're not mindful of that. There are some people in your life that are killing you every day. Okay, and they don't give a damn. They don't care. They're not even thinking about, how the things that they're doing are impacting and affecting you. They just don't care like that. You have to be responsible for your own life and have to be held accountable for it. And even when people do bad things or wrong things to you, you're still responsible for it. So if I put my hand on this table and somebody takes an axe and chops it off, okay, yeah, they may go to jail for that, but guess what? I got to live with my hand being chopped off for the rest of my life, okay? And so society and people can hold them responsible and try to make them accountable for it. But the law of the jungle does not. The law of the jungle holds me responsible, okay? And so I'm not going to be able to pick up things. I'm not going to be able to function. People are not going to see me the same way because my hand is cut off. Even after that person is long gone and I no longer deal with them, went to jail, got out of jail, whatever happened to them, my hand is still cut off. Okay, and so you have to own your life, and you have to own everything in your life, and you'll live longer by doing that. And understanding the law of the jungle is different than the laws of men. Now, a lot of people don't think we live in the jungle, but we still have to live by the laws of the jungle. So take care of yourself. Don't surround yourself with people that are going to hurt you, harm you, create stress for you. Know your boundaries. Don't be thirsty. Okay, have respect for yourself. And the way you have respect for yourself is by standing up for yourself and not allowing people to put you through things that is not right for you. Okay, finally, when we put all of that together today on my journey to 100, okay, you always want to make sure you're bringing in stuff that's going to be healthy, that's going to be fit, that's going to allow you to push out stuff that is going to be quality too. Okay, and you can tell whether the stuff you're bringing in is effective and is going to help you to live longer because it will impact how you perform uh, out there in the real world. Okay, and finally, okay, keep your peace. Don't let anybody cause you to be unhappy. If you find yourself in a situation where you're unhappy, please get out of it and move on because stress will kill you and you can't live a long time being stressed out. All right, so that's going to conclude, my journey to 100 and my experience for this week. You guys know my saying, okay, they may be smarter than you. They may be stronger than you. Okay, they even may be taller than you. They may be more successful than you. but never, and I do mean never, let them outwork you. Thanks, Fitness Warriors, for joining us today. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, or comment if you have something you want to share with the community.